everyone.
Hello.
And welcome to Kirsty and Bryony's Comfort Zone.
I am Kirsty.
And I am Bryony. And I... Wait. No.
And
got distracted.
Got distracted.
So distracted by something.
What did you get distracted by?
I basically, as I was talking, I was booping myself. I pushed my nose and it clicked. And then I was so distracted thinking, did the mic pick up that little click? And then I just wasn't. I stopped listening to what I was saying and I went into auto mode.
Well, hello everyone.
I'm here. Kirsty's here too.
We're both here.
My nose is clicking.
Brady's nose is here.
Did I ever tell you about my Perian nose dream?
I thought you were going to say period then.
We're women. Let's talk about periods.
Let's talk about periods.
We're going to be so out there and talk about the things no one else talks about.
Yeah. Period.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me of an anecdote.
But first, hang on a minute. We've jumped ahead. Period. Tell me about your period nose dream.
I can't remember all of it, but this was like a few weeks ago. I had a dream that I was talking to Period, I assume, and then he was like saying something. I wasn't listening, so unlike me, and I just booped his nose, and there was like no cartilage in there whatsoever. It was just like I just pushed it, and it was just this like saggy little skin flap, and I was just pushing it around his face like, what is this? What? And I was just like horrified but fascinated at the same time, and I was just like extreme booping him like
That's his secret. There's no cartilage in there.
His nose is purely aesthetic. It's not real.
People don't know, but it is. Yeah. That's the truth.
We're here to expose the truth on this podcast, blowing things wide open. And then I think I had a dream the next night where I was hanging out with Sips, and I remembered seeing a comment on the subreddit in real life, not in the dream, where someone was saying, it was like a Lewis appreciation post, and someone was like, oh, he always says that he's no one's favorite of the Triforce, but he's my favorite. And it was like my dream was just like...
Sips?
No, Lewis.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. No.
But it's like my dreams were like, Lewis being your favorite? God damn, no, I don't think so. No, I just dreamt about the other two and never had a Lewis dream. I was like, oh, sorry. I've had Lewis dreams before, though, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's just constantly
I don't think I ever had a dream
remember.
about. Yeah. I've had people say to me that it's weird that I dream about so many people all the time. Firstly, I don't think there's anything weird in dreams.
So.
I think it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm like, surely that's one of the things you're most likely to dream
Why
about.
is that weird?
People.
Yeah. Are we gatekeeping dreams now?
Yeah. Am I being bullied in my dreams?
Yeah.
Dreaming about people? Weirdo.
Weird.
But I guess other people maybe just don't dream about people as much as I do. Whereas I think most of the time there's someone I know in the dreams.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you dream about? What else can you dream about? Are you just having solo adventures all the time?
Anxiety.
Yeah, but people are there to fuel that.
That is true. What else gives you anxiety if not people? If not Perian's weird nose.
Exactly.
Have you been having dreams recently?
I have got some, actually. I've got some to give you for once.
Dreams in the dream bank?
I do. I'm pretty sure I have one in my notes app. Let me check. And then I have a couple that I have sent on Discord.
Nice.
I
just have one. The one that I've sent you to listen to.
The one in my notes app.
Did you have a dream that you had dreams?
No, the one in my notes app I did last episode. I thought that I had another one, but I didn't. I
think recently I've been having very on the nose dreams. Like
when you touch Perian's nose.
Yeah, literally on the nose. I just things like I'm just doing day-to-day things, and it's just like, oh, well, that was because I did that thing. Like, I don't think there's been anything. Like, I had dreams about, there was a game I was playing. Actually, I think there were, what game would I have been playing? There was something that I kept on dreaming about GeoGuessr mixed with another game. And it was just that I was doing GeoGuessr inside this game. And I was just like, that's just because that's all I've been doing.
What, playing GeoGuessr?
Playing GeoGuessr and whatever the other game. Well, I do the dailies now. Like just the 5 daily maps.
Yeah.
I got really angry at yesterday's ones. My goodness. It was like 2 in, no offense to these places. This is my failing. It's not that I'm saying these places are bad. It's just that I struggle with them.
Right.
There were 2 in South America and there were 2 in the middle of nowhere, but in Cyrillic countries. So I was like, there were signs to places, but I don't know where they are. And then where was the final one? I think the final one was maybe Switzerland or something.
Yeah. You always feel like you're on a roll in those games, and then you're just in the middle of Africa with just like rural Africa with no signs. Like just no. It's just you're on a dirt track. There's no signs anywhere. There's like a cow at the side of the road, and it's like, okay, where could this cow be from? That's the only clue I have. And then it's like, well, there goes my street.
The GeoGuessr pros that would be like, I know that cow.
Yeah,
that cow's in
literally.
this field in here. I'm just like, what do you mean you know that cow? There's like the challenge yesterday was like get 30,000 points on a map that was called Beautiful Bollards of the Universe.
Incredible.
Not the world. The universe.
Universal bollards.
And the first map that it put me on, I literally spent like over 5 minutes clicking to go down this motorway. And I saw nothing. And I was just like, and it like, not a motorway, just like a road going through a desert. And I was like, what do you want from me? And then I found a sign and I didn't know where it was. I was just like, well, I give up.
I've managed to find one of my dreams.
Oh.
It turns out my note app is not actually my note app. It's our group chat. It's me, you, and Vivian. That's where I put all my dreams now.
Oh, I do remember you putting the dream in there.
I just wake up and I send my dreams to you guys. But I do have one that I sent you the other day, so you have heard it. But I forgot about this dream. I'm
surprised.
All right. So I'll read out my entire message. Yeah. I just had the longest thalassophobia dream. I was on a tiny ship and I was just sobbing and wailing like a banshee the whole time. I went to lay in a tiny cabin on the ship, and I started texting you two, Brandy and Vivian, like, I'm on a ship in the middle of the fucking ocean. Then we hit a big wave, in brackets. I cried loudly every time we hit a wave, end brackets. And I started losing it again. Then my message was like, I'm in a ship on the blah, 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 because we hit a wave. And and all the words, all the letters had fallen out of the message. And when I was on the deck, the ocean was endless, and there were these huge galleons everywhere. And we went past a huge blockade of ships. It was just like a big soup of megalophobia, submechanophobia, and thalassophobia. And at some point I had a side quest doing population control for the local hedgehogs, and my nan was really happy that I was working with hedgehogs, and I had to explain that it wasn't very nice because it was literally population control. So I was going around poisoning hedgehogs because they were going out of control. My nan was like, it was so nice that you're working with hedgehogs. I'm like, Nan, no, it's not nice. It's not. But yeah, that's the message I sent. This dream, right? Oh my God, I woke up so stressed. And the rest of the day, I was in a really bad mood because, Jesus Christ. So, submechanophobia is like the fear of big objects underwater, right? Or partially submerged. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I've never really had much of an issue with that until now.
I'm terrified of submarines. Not like to look at, but the thought of being on one.
The thought of being on one, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if you were in the open ocean and you're swimming and underneath you is an endless blue void, and then there was this huge, inhumanly big submarine that appears out of nowhere. Would that scare the shit out of you? I think it would probably, it would be. So that's like submechanophobia. And then I think I said megalophobia, which is like just big things. These ships were so big, and I don't know if it counts as submechanophobia because they weren't under the water, but they were in the water, so I guess maybe. But Jesus Christ, I was on the deck looking out, and it was just endless ocean, just constant endless ocean. And then we went past this barricade of ships, but it wasn't just a line of ships, it was like a square of ships, and I could only see one corner because it was so big and there were so many ships making it up, and they were all like these massive pirate ships and galleons and galleasses and just big old fucking ships. You call it a galleon? You do, right? And yeah. So they were all of these old wooden ships with the big sails, but they were just huge, like absolutely huge. And just seeing those made me very uneasy. But yeah, then I retired to my tiny cabin, which was, you had to crouch to be in it. It was so small. And while I was in it, I was on the bed, and the bed was just like slats. There was no like covers or mattresses. It was just slats. And under the slats, it was just water coming in through the slats. So I couldn't escape the sea in this cabin.
Oh,
so every time we hit a bump, I was in the dream. I was just screaming. I don't know, like when you were a kid, did you ever have a bit of an episode where you're crying in like, I don't know, your room, and you're crying so loud because you want a parent to come in? I don't know if you ever remember like doing that as a child. I do. And that's what this dream was like. I was in this tiny room and I was just screaming like, I hope everyone on the ship can hear me because I'm not having a good time.
Oh, bless you.
And then we hit a bump and I'm like, ah! Oh, my microphone's already going to cut out my screams. But yeah, so that was the dream. And I think there was probably a point in the dream where we hit some islands. I think like we Tokyo drifted through like canals in a coastal city at some point, but whatever, that also happened. But the bulk of the dream, the meat of the dream, was just looking at these horrible giant ships in the middle of the ocean. It was very open. There was a point where, because we were on this little teeny tiny ship with its tiny cabins, there was a point where they were like, oh, we're going to transfer to a bigger ship. Like we're going to pull up next to another ship and we're going to get on that one. And I was like, okay, good. A bit more stability because we're on such a little ship in the middle of the ocean with all these massive waves. So a bigger ship would be nice. And then I came out from the cabin and I was like, are we getting on the big ship? And they're like, no, change of plans. And I was just like, So it was just horrible. It was just an awful dream. And I remember waking up being so stressed, like fucking hell. Why did my brain produce this? And I know why I dreamt it as well.
I was going to say, do you know what caused this?
Yeah. Because I was watching Instagram Reels before bed. Classic. And have you seen the man who has a see-through canoe?
No.
There's a bloke who he has like a little see-through paddle boat canoe thing, and he goes around on the ocean, and he's like, oh my god, it's a dolphin, oh, it's a killer whale, and it's like underneath his boat. And that one showed up, and I think it was just that. I think it was just one of those reels of a man in a little paddle boat, and that made my brain go, how about some big ships and an endless ocean? Okay, thank you.
Well, in a way, I'm glad for that, because I was thinking like, oh no, is it like big anxiety? Is it feeling lost in like, is it Jingle Jam stress or something like that? You know, things that are too big to deal with or something. But no, so that's good. I'm glad it's not anxiety.
I don't even think it was. It was just crazy. When did I have this? About 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I think it was just probably watching Instagram Reels before bed, which I wouldn't recommend. Don't do it because you'll be there for hours. And then you'll have bad dreams. But yeah, I've never had such a. It felt very real. You know, it felt very intense and very real.
Yeah.
And trying to text you guys and I had no signal. That was another thing. My phone literally said that I had 2G rather than 4 or 5G. And I was like, well, great, this isn't going anywhere.
School.
Yeah. And then we hit the bump and all of the words scrambled. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, no. I looked up hedgehog because I don't think we've looked hedgehog up before. And I'm surprised by this. But it says the hedgehog can represent evil and bad manners, or literally our inability to handle a prickly situation.
Okay.
But I take offense to that because Hertfordshire people are called hedgehogs. We don't represent evil and bad manners.
See, I wonder how many Hertfordshire people know that.
Yeah, I don't think it's very well, I guess because it's something that people called us rather than us naming ourselves. Because apparently people outside of Hertfordshire thought we were very prickly. I think we're delightful.
See, it depends where you're from, I think. Because I think that certain people are pretty prickly.
That's true.
The thing with many places in Herts is that they think that they're better than other people based on where they're from in Hertfordshire.
Yeah, now I think
Maybe
about
they're
it,
the
I always
hedgehogs.
got I got that feeling from outside of Welwyn Garden, there's all the Aots, there's Aon Green, and I used to cycle out to those places and they did always feel a bit like they thought they were better than us.
Oh, yeah. I think Hitchin is a bad one for it as well.
I think my view of Hitchin is skewed because one of our family friends is from Hitchin and he's literally the loveliest man I've
So I went to school in Hitchin,
my life,
and a lot of them were very proud to not be from Stevenage.
Yeah.
It was very us and them, and it was man, get over it. You'll go to Stevenage if you want to go bowling, dude.
You'll have to come here.
You have to go there eventually.
I used to get stuck in Stevenage a lot.
Stuck?
Yeah, the trains would stop running at a really weird time. So you'd go there for a film and then you'd try and leave and it would be nah. Please, please, Stevenage, release me.
No, you live here now. That's how we get people to live here. We just trap them. They can't leave.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I don't know if I don't feel like Welwyn Garden really has a personality. I don't think there's anything.
I agree.
Yeah, there's just something very oddly
It's very. I think it's because it's kind of a new city. It's kind of. Sorry, everyone who's not from Hertfordshire, by the way.
Sorry to the non-hedgehogs out there.
Yeah, sorry. But Letchworth and Welwyn are both garden cities. They're new and they're I mean, every city is man-made, but with Letchworth and Welwyn specifically are designed. They're designer cities, right? So I think that they just don't have any personality as a result.
Yeah,
they're just kind of bland.
Welwyn Garden was founded in 1920. So for a UK place, that's very young.
Pretty new, yeah.
And I guess because of that, it's not you don't have people who have lived there for generations, really. Because it hasn't been around long enough, because obviously that's when it was founded and then it had to be built after that.
Yeah.
I think my family moved there. I think my dad has been there for 50 years now, maybe. So I guess our generation is maybe one of the first to have been born and raised there, sort of thing. Everyone else sort of moved. So yeah, there just isn't really anything. It's pretty.
It's pretty.
It's just sort of nice.
It's just a bit soulless, really.
Yeah, it doesn't have it's not St. Albans that has all its Roman walls and all of that stuff and its big lake. It's just we have a lake, but
whatever.
Just that's nice. Yeah.
Is that?
But yeah,
I guess you kind of share that with Hatfield, though. It's kind of in the middle.
I feel like Hatfield. Oh yeah,
but I mean Hatfield. The less said about Hatfield, the better. To be fair.
Hatfield has a really nice road.
The only thing, right? Nice road. Whenever I get the Hertfordshire subreddit pop up as a recommendation, it's always someone Oh, is being assaulted at Hatfield train station a regular occurrence? Is being yelled at by teenagers at the Hatfield train station a common thing? And I'm like, fucking hell. Oh my God. Awful.
Yeah. I mean, I only really went to Hatfield. I worked in Hatfield for a brief spell.
Yeah.
I worked in the Galleria.
Yeah.
But I also worked at the university.
Oh, did you?
I used to be.
What did you do there?
It was something weird. I started off just as like an office helper, like doing photocopying and that sort of stuff. And then for some reason, their medical student archive fell apart and I rebuilt it. So I just spent my days like, they were just like, we need a new sorting system. And I was like, I'll do it. It meant that I didn't have to work in a team anymore. I was just on my own and just sorting through loads of files and color coordinating them. And it was like one of the nicest jobs I ever had. And then I left that because I got the job on Holby. And to this day, I think that they think I lied when I quit because I was like, I'm going to go work on Holby City. And they were like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Bye. Just say you're leaving. It was like the first part of the job, but it was just so like every time something went wrong, because it was me and 2 or 3 other women. And every time something went wrong, they'd be like, oh, we should call the man to come and fix it. And I'm just like, or you could just, I was just like, why don't you just fix it? Like, and it's just like, no. We need to go and get the man to do it. And I was just like, okay, but what if I just fix it for you?
But then when are we going to be able to call the man?
You need the man. Maybe she fancied the man.
Yeah, they probably wanted the man there.
It was like the Diet Coke break. But the only other thing I remember about working there is because I used to have to do like really big runs of printing, and the printer / photocopier was on like those big fancy ones. And if you did it for long enough, it made this really nice, like, I can't describe it. The printing sound was just a really nice beat because it was all just like, and I used to literally just stand in that room for like 10 minutes, like, just having a lovely time with just me dancing to the tune of the printer. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then getting to handle all of the warm paper.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, I love that.
That's good. That's good stuff. I went to uni in Hearts, and one of my favourite things when I went to the campus was in the library, they had solo working things, like little pods, but it was literally just a cupboard. You went in, you opened the door, you went in, it was a cupboard. It was smaller than a toilet. It had a desk in inverted commas, shelf, and you would sit there and it was dark and you'd shut the door and it would be silent, and it was the best. It was so nice. Whoever came up with those was a genius.
Wait, I wonder if I would have worked there when you went there.
When I went, it might have been a bit after. It depends. I was there from 2015. 2015. Wait, no. Late 2015. So September 2015 it would have been.
Oh, yeah, I think I would have left by then.
Yeah.
I think I worked there in like 2012. Oh, but imagine if you had been like, there was always this person who used to dance in the printer room. She just keeps dancing in the printer room. What a free spirit. I thought she was really cool.
If I'd have gone to uni straight away, if I'd gone to Hearts, then I might have. But I didn't. I waited a few years.
I almost went to Hearts because I hated my university so much. I was like, maybe I could just transfer. I didn't.
Yeah.
But yes.
What years were you at university?
2008 to 2010.
Oh my goodness. That was when I was in years 10, 11 and 12.
Oh, little baby.
You're so old.
I'm very wise, very wisdomless and aged. I looked up boat ship.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, that together is boat ship. To dream about a boat or a ship very often indicates how we cope with our own emotions and those of others.
We're in the dream, not very well.
Just crying and shouting at it.
Just screaming.
It may well represent how we navigate our way through life and whether we are in control of our lives.
No.
Says to dream of being alone in a small boat or to dream of being on a large ship, and neither of those are relevant.
I was alone in a small cabin on a boat, but yeah.
That says to dream of being alone in a small boat means we need to consider how we handle isolation and the ability to be alone. You didn't want to be alone. You was
I didn't want to be alone. No, I didn't. I was.
Notice me.
Notice me. I don't want to be here. But generally, pretty well.
I'm like trying to remember because I don't think I ever cried in my room hoping that someone would come and comfort me. I don't remember it ever. But I wonder, I was trying to think, like, what would I do? And I can't actually ever really remember crying as a child, but I must have. I don't think I've always been this emotionally stunted. I think I learned it in adulthood.
I think I was always a well-behaved kid, but I remember having these, like, meltdowns every now and then, just not for any reason in particular, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's I don't know if it was like an ADHD thing or what, but I mean sometimes it was absolutely, because there were times I remember when, like, for instance, like people might have invaded my personal space or changed my space around. Like when I was a kid, I remember. I think it was my sister, maybe. She changed my room around. I don't know if it was my sister or my mum, but my brain says it's my sister. But she changed my bedroom around, like moved things, and I fucking lost it. I hate people touching my stuff.
Yeah. I've just had
moments like that for sure.
I've just had like a deep memory that I'm like, oh no, has this been unlocked? But I suddenly remembered there was a time that I went through where I really didn't want to go to school. I think I was having, like, this is in primary school. I think I was having, like, I don't remember why I didn't want to go. I just did not want to go. I was very anxious. And I remember, like, crying outside the school every day and just not wanting to go in.
I've done that. Yeah, I remember doing that.
I think I was in, like, year 4, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I remember... This better not be one of those things that gets the comments being like, oh, Bryony. But I remember the head teacher taking me into like it wasn't even his office. It was like the medical room for some reason. And he basically like said to me, if you keep up this behavior, we're going to start investigating your home life.
What the fuck?
And like threatened, like...
Oh
well,
my God.
There must be a reason you're so unhappy. So, and I just remember from that moment forth, I think I locked down. I was like, never crying again then, because what the heck? So I think
we're going to investigate your home life because you don't want to come to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember just thinking like, oh my gosh, no, like I love my family and I will protect them. So I just won't. Is that why I'm like this?
Maybe. I feel like we've unlocked a memory here. Oh my God.
Because I think from then on I just went into school every day and I just got on with things and didn't face emotion.
Oh my God. This is like a therapy session.
Oh, it's free. That's nice.
Yes, yeah. You're welcome. I remember doing the same outside the school gates, but I didn't do it enough for that to happen.
I don't even remember how long it went on for. I just remember being very... I just genuinely... I don't remember not liking school, so I don't know why I didn't want to go. I have no... I have like one bad memory of primary school, but oh no, wait, two.
They're all flooding back.
Yeah, oh, here they come.
Oh no.
Well, I remember when I discovered that I had a fear of dead frogs.
Right.
and then I had like a panic attack and went home. So maybe it was around then, but I don't remember if I was that scared that I was like, I'm never going back into school again. But and then I also remember I have a memory of someone bullying me, but it's so dumb. They used to use their imaginary friend to bully me and insisted that it was them doing it and not the person.
Oh.
They would be like, kids are so stupid. They would literally be like, what's that? Untie her shoelaces. Oh, okay, then. I'd just be like, I just remember standing there and be like, what the heck is happening? What's actually happening?
What is actually happening right now?
What do you mean?
Oh my God. Children.
Yeah, other than that, I don't remember it being so bad. I don't want to see your imaginary friends, so I'm not going to go into school anymore. I was never really aware of them. I didn't imagine them. I had an imaginary dog instead.
Oh.
He was called Rollo, and eventually he got a girlfriend and left me. And I literally went over because I lived opposite my school. And I went over into the school field and I remember waving him off and I was like, I hope you have a nice life together.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hope they did.
I hope so too.
Wherever they are. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
No, I didn't.
My sister, because she was the oldest, my sister had an imaginary friend that when my brother was born, she said he got scared away and she still holds a grudge about it. It's like we were all fine until you came along.
Yeah. He never came back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I never had one at all. How did it work? Did you see him or?
Well, I don't know, because this is the thing that confuses me. Is obviously I have aphantasia. So I'm like, did I ever actually did that happen as I got older? Or did I never actually imagine him and I was just pretending I had a dog? I don't think I saw him. It was just, he was named after, there was basically a puppy in my pocket that was an Alsatian called Rollo. And I think I just wanted him to be so real that I used to pretend that he was.
Aww.
I
Bless.
used to ask for a dog every year.
Yeah, so do we.
And then I was like, fine, I will summon one into being through the power of imagination. I used to pretend I had chickens as well, because we had a climbing frame in the garden, like one of those ones made of rope.
Yeah.
And I used to pretend that that's where all the chickens lived.
Oh.
I would go and collect their eggs from the climbing frame.
Bless. Yeah, no, I never had an imaginary friend.
Oh.
I had
What about me, Kirsty? I'm not real.
Oh. Oh no.
You've just been doing a podcast talking to yourself for
I never had
160 episodes.
Until now. Oh God.
When I first started dating Alex, I thought it did crush my mind that he didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I had just gone so mad that I had just pretended. There was a time when I had only met Alex's friends and he hadn't met any of mine. And I was like, what if he's not real? And I just keep turning up to this house. They just let me in.
Oh my God.
They're like, oh, she just goes and sits in that empty room.
Yeah. we just let her in.
Yeah, she's harmless, don't worry. I'm pretty sure he's real now.
Yeah, I think probably.
The wedding was a big test.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know. Are you sure it happened?
Oh, no, I'm not so sure.
Oh. I found another dream.
Oh.
I don't know if I ever talked about this one on the podcast, and it's only a small one, but I had a dream about a month ago that I had a red dragon that I could summon, and he was a baby.
Aww.
When I say a baby, he was like the size of a car.
Yeah.
But because he was a baby, he didn't really listen. So I summoned him on a bridge because it was nighttime and it was kind of like some sort of D&D adventure almost, but real life, but not real life. And I was on this bridge with my family and we had a bunch of luggage, but the bridge was broken. And I was like, it's okay. I have this dragon that I can summon. So I summoned him to try and get him to fly us over the bridge. And we're trying to load up all the luggage on him. He had like a little harness you could put on him, and so you could load him up with luggage. And I'm trying to load up the luggage, and he's trying to take off, and it's like, no, you need to stop. We're trying to load you up. And it's like, no. And then he managed to take flight a little bit, and he jumped down off the bridge into the water with half of us on him still. And we're like, oh God. And then he started swimming and all the luggage was falling off. And I was like, no, you weren't supposed to take off. We needed to fly, not swim. And all the luggage was falling off. So I had to jump off of him and dive under the water. Again, it's another water dream. To try and grab as much luggage as I could. And it was quite dark. So I was like up and down, like spotting it and then going up for air and coming back down to try and grab it. Yeah, so that was it. I think at some point we did manage to take flight and go somewhere, but yeah, that was the bit I remember the most, trying to jump down for all of the luggage. And he was swimming and all the luggage that was on him was getting wet as well. And it was like, bro, we needed to fly.
Dragon is in the book.
Yeah.
It says, the dragon is a complex and universal symbol, seen as both frightening and yet manageable. Under certain circumstances, it will represent
not frightening, and he was very unmanageable.
Well, it says it will represent in us our own untamed nature.
Oh, okay.
Like we must come to terms. Yeah, I blame the parent. We must come to terms with our own passions and chaotic beliefs. Often we can only achieve this through dreams in an environment that has been suitably created. There is a heroic part in each of us which must face dangerous conflict in order to overcome the lower side of our natures and reach our inner resources. Dreaming of a dragon allows us that conflict. Oh. So it's between your desire to be organized and have packed your bags, but your desire to then throw them in the water.
Throw them in a river. Understandable. Okay. I see.
It does say, the dragon is traditionally the guardian of power. In conquering the dragon, spiritually we become custodians of our own future. So at the moment, you're not.
I'm not. No
power over your
future. He was very unmanageable. I couldn't control him. He was a little whippersnapper.
Aww.
He was cute though. He was a nice boy, but he was too young.
Yeah.
I don't know how I thought I could get my whole family on there to fly, because he was only little.
Bliss.
Just a little guy.
Would you like to hear my dream?
Yeah, go on then.
I don't remember what it was about. Classic me.
Classic.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I had a dream that I went home to the house I grew up in, and my parents had been looking after my rats that I apparently had. But my dad was like, oh, to save cleaning and feeding and stuff, I just put them all in together. And I was like, what? Because in the dream logic, I had like a cage of boys and a cage of girls. And I looked in and all the girls were just full of marbles. And I was like, oh no. And I was like messaging Kirsty, just being like, they're so full of soup. What am I going to do? It's too late now. And then I was trying to move them into like a suitable enclosure. Like I left the boys where they were and I took out the girls, but I put them into this. It was basically like a wooden cabinet. And it had cables and stuff going through it. And I kept on being like, you can't run cables through this. They're just going to chew them. And I remember there was one girl who was like lovely and soft. And she was grey, but she had a little patch of red on her chest. And I was like, oh, that's Robin. But I don't remember naming any of the others. And then at one point, a little baby appeared, and I was like, it is time. And I was trying to message Kirsty and Rydian with the gif of, oh, what's he called? The Lion King man who's like, it is time. And then 2 more appeared. Like, but they were slightly bigger than the other one, and I was like, have some of them already had their babies and I've just not found them yet? But yeah, I remember trying to think through, like, what am I going to do? And I was thinking maybe Kirsty could take the boys and I'll take the girls and we'll separate out the babies and bond them in. But then at the same time, every time I was getting stressed about it, I'd be like, what am I on about? I don't have any rats. So I was sort of vaguely aware that it was a dream, I guess, because I was just like, what? But then I ended up going out to this party, and it was in this like really, I don't know, like a cyberpunky type world, and everyone was dressed up as like Matrix, just as the Matrix. And all I remember is at one point I was trying to go to the loo and it was free, and then Ross came in and was just like, oh, can I go in? And I was like, okay. So then for some reason I just went outside downstairs, and I was so cold, and there were just all these kids around, all these youths that were dressed up Matrix style too, and they were trying to get in. And Chris Jules was outside, and he was cutting out shapes, and he was like, oh, can you take this one in? It's Van Gogh. You have to take his beard, and here's his eyeballs, and here's his neck, and all this stuff. And he was just handing me all these like cut out foam shapes, and I was like, okay. And then I remember sitting down at this like stone bench and just being cold, and then some more people came outside and went to sit down, so I was like, oh, I was just going in anyway. Oh yeah, and then there was this whole other part about, I think because it was so cold, I was worried about my auntie and uncle, and I went around to check on their house, and they had this hedge running through the centre of it, but it was all like brown and beige, like a big fluffy hedge made of material, and it had all these bits sticking out of it. So I was like, oh, maybe I should trim this hedge. But then I left and was like listening to a group chat with my cousin in it. And when I went back around to go and trim it, it had been designed in this design that had like, it was all smooth, but then had these raised snakes all over it. And I was like, who did this? I saw no one come in. And no one's been here. Like, what the heck? Who trimmed the hedge? But yeah, I think that's all I remember. Bye-bye. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
So many rats.
So many rats. I have rat dreams so often. And it's always the same with the boy cage and the girl cage, and they've managed to mix and get out and go everywhere.
Well, in this, it was very purposeful. My dad was just like, yeah, it just makes sense to have them all in one cage. And I was like, no, it doesn't make sense. Father, no.
No.
But yeah, they were just so full of soup.
Yeah. Well, if it ever does happen, I am happy to take the boys. I will take them.
Take the boys. I think like this was probably, I mean, animal type dreams like this are usually anxiety things, but I think maybe at this point I hadn't, well, I'm worried about taking the bunnies home for Christmas just because Jerry's so old and creaky now, and it does worry me traveling with him that far. And also, I don't think I had asked my neighbor at this point to look after the hamsters, but they have now. So they are looked after over Christmas. I don't have to worry about that.
That's good.
But I think it's just all that like uncertainty about, I think just when, because obviously when I take them home, there isn't an exotic vet and it's Christmas. So if anything happens, it's just like, I can never fully relax when it's, when they're out of the house and away from their usual vet, and I'm just on edge. About anything happening. But yeah,
it is stressful.
That is the life of fluffy parenthood.
Exactly. And that means that you'll always get the rat dreams.
Yeah. I've also just been very rat broody recently.
I was going to say, you have been.
And also, like, we got asked if we could foster a chinchilla.
Oh.
And I did so much chinchilla research because I was like, I've always wanted to look after a chinchilla. I remember, like, obviously, I know this is terrible, but when I was little, I would go to, they had chinchillas in the local pet shop, which as a child, I didn't recognize, like, the enclosure was not suitable and they obviously shouldn't have been there. And that shop has since closed down. But going in to see, I used to just go and stare at them for ages. I love them so much.
Honestly, like there are places that still sell smallies, like places like Pets at Home, like big chain places. And honestly, like if I ever have to go in there to like buy supplies, which isn't that often, I'll go and stare at the rats. You're like, it's an awful enclosure, but I know what you mean. I whenever I see a rat, I just want to cry. I love them so much. So I just peep and I do a little, I love you.
Well, it's like our next boy, because Marcus went off to his forever home. So that's one foster down. Mm-hmm. And then, so he went on Sunday, and then we've got a week with the tank empty. And then on Monday, the new boy arrives.
Oh my God.
Which is, last time they literally Artemis got adopted on a Saturday and then Marcus was dropped off on a Sunday. So I've had a bit more time between
it's like a little hamster conveyor belt.
Yeah. But the new boy, he was bought from Pets at Home. Family got bored of him and they were going to just release him onto the street.
What?
Because they were just like, yep, just okay. He's a wild animal.
Yeah, because it's
he'd
full of them. They'll be fine out there.
Can't move for hamsters, normally. And thankfully, another family stepped in and took him in to surrender to the rescue. So
good.
So he's coming to me.
God, what's wrong with people?
I like not being able to make that leap of, could I survive if I was dumped in a jungle?
Exactly.
No. So why wouldn't a domesticated animal that isn't native to this country survive? Like, no.
Oh, it makes me so angry. It's the people to rats too. Like so many times I've seen posts and people are like, it's just a wild rat. And it's like, it's literally a fancy rat. It's got like, it's hooded. It's not just a brown ass wild rat. And it's like, someone's just let that out because they're like, rats live outside. It's like, no.
You get it with bunnies all the time too. Yeah. They'll show you like the fluffiest white lop bunny and they'll be like, is this wild? You're like, no.
Yeah. We
don't make them like that.
Exactly. We had a bun come in at work who was pregnant and she ended up having half wildy babies because she was released into the wild and found a boy.
Good for her.
And then she ended up being full of soup. Wild soup.
Half wild soup. Oh, I am always like amazed by bunnies and rats that are found, and they have the fact that, because I remember there was a bunny up the road that got out because the buggers up the road kept him in a hutch in their garden.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying like, oh, he's out. And I was just thinking, we get foxes outside the house all the time. Like this poor bunny. And thankfully they found him. But I'm always just like so surprised. I'm like, you actually did survive outside for a night? Like what? How?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't release domesticated animals into the wild.
Yeah.
You think you wouldn't have to say that to people, but no, you do.
I mean, I'm troubled enough by people who let their cats outside, and I know that is like the normal for this, the norm for this country. But I think when you've worked in a vet and you've seen so many RTAs, I'm just like in places like Bristol, cities, no. Have indoor cats, please.
Yeah, in the middle of a city, I don't know how people do it. Like,
yeah.
Too much.
I mean, like, I guess I once stayed on this farm in France and they had like semi-feral cats.
Yeah.
And they would pretty much just stay outside. That sort of cat, okay, you can live outside. Anything that isn't a streetwise smart cat, don't leave them outside. They won't know. Even dogs. You can't just leave a dog outside. They don't know how to open tins of food. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like there are people that will just like let a cat outside and then go on holiday for a week, and it's like they're okay. They'll hunt. It's like no.
Yeah. Hero dear. Like pigeons. Let all the pigeons back into your house. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Let them all in.
Let them in. You're cold, they're cold.
Yeah. Oh, I wish one day to be able to get a place that's big enough that I can look after pigeons.
I would love to look after pigeons.
Bloody
That would be
love 'em.
so cool. I love pigeons.
Yeah. So cool.
Or like crows and ravens. They're so cool.
Every time I see a crow, I'm like, boop, boop, in the hope that it'll be like, have you ever seen, what are they called? There's a Fable the Raven.
No,
who says,
I haven't.
Boop, boop. And I guess I see more crows than I see ravens, but I still try it. I'm just like, maybe one day if I say it enough to the same one, they might be like, boop, boop, one day.
Oh my God. I went for a lovely walk yesterday because I got my flu jab. So I walked to Tesco, then I walked back and I went into the woods. And there were so many squirrels everywhere. I just kept sending you guys pictures of squirrels.
Yeah.
But I walked into this little wooded area and I looked around and they were everywhere. There must have I must have seen like at least 10 squirrels just on the ground around me, not like including the ones in the trees. And then they saw me and a bunch of them ran up the trees. And then I'm looking up and there's just tons of them looking down at me. And I was like, oh my God, squirrels, they're everywhere. So I was just hanging out with them for ages. It was really nice. Very lovely.
There was a time I was up in a park in, maybe the park that's by Park Street. I forgot what it's called, Princess something. And I had just bought cereal that had nuts in, and this squirrel ran over to me, and I did give it a nut, and I was like, I know. I was like, I shouldn't make you trust people, but also look at you. I'm going to give you a nut. It was just following me around, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Don't trust the other people. Like, just because I gave you a nut, don't go up to everybody.
The fact that he came up to you means that other people have been giving him nuts.
I know.
It's not your fault. It's everyone else's fault.
Oh,
What a baby.
little guy.
Little guy.
Just lucky I had my nutty cereal.
Yeah. It made me I want to charge up my camera, like my DSLR, and go take pictures of squirrels. On my phone, like my phone it uses AI, I think, to like sharpen the images, and you can tell it has like AI artifacts in all the in the pictures. So I have it set so that I can have the raw image too. And I looked at all the raw images and they're just blurry. I'm like, you're not even trying. They're just blurry images that you then take and then upscale with AI. And I'm just like, stop. You just let me take pictures.
Wasn't there a whole thing about like, was it a Samsung phone? I can't remember. But if it sensed that you were taking a picture of the moon, it would just put a picture of the moon in the picture for you. So everyone was like, wow, look at how good this is. I'm pretty sure this, to be honest, I've not fact checked this. This might be a lie. But I think the selling point of the phone was like, look how good you can take photos of the moon.
Jesus Christ.
And then it was just like, yeah, I'll just put the moon in.
Nothing is real anymore. Ugh. But yeah.
I'm so worried that this is just a dream I had.
Yeah, maybe you dreamt it.
Let me see. What do I even search for? Does phone camera put the moon in?
Does phone camera?
Oh, here's a subreddit post. Samsung space zoom moonshots are fake, and here is proof. This post has been updated with several additional experiments and newer posts which address most comments and clarify what exactly is going on.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's a lot of posts. Oh, there's not a too long didn't read. Oh, I don't want to read all of it. But yeah, so all those pictures that you think you've taken of the moon, it's not the moon.
They're not real.
Well, it is the moon,
It is
but
the
you
moon
didn't take
from
it.
Google Images.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah, I want to charge my camera, my old camera, and get nice pictures of squirrels that are real. And there were loads of birds too. I'm pretty sure I was surrounded by tits.
Oh.
Which was just great.
Lovely. Oh, they were great tits.
No, just regular tits.
The other day, you know how like on computers, I guess it's whatever version of Windows, it'll cycle through what your login picture is. Like it'll be a different one every week. Yesterday, I looked across at Alex's screen, and it was a couple of blue-footed boobies, and I was like, "Oh, I can't believe you got that as your backdrop."
How could you?
Boobies.
Oh dear.
People who name birds are something else.
They really are. They really are. God, I've been playing like a daily web game. It's called like Metazua. And you have to guess the animal of the day based on its like classification. Like, well, no, it's like it's a taxonomic rank, the website says. So you like pick an animal and it will tell you like if it's an ungulate or a whatever, and you kind of have to eliminate the possibilities and then figure out which one it is. It's a really fun little game. But when you get bird or fish, it's like, oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. All right. Think of all of the birds, every single bird, tit, booby. Oh my God. And there's just so many of them. It's very difficult to narrow it down. Fish is worse though. It has a plant version too, which is even worse.
Oh my gosh.
But it's really fun. It's a nice little game.
Tom Hazel has been playing, what's it called? Angledull or something recently?
Angledull.
Where just every day you get an angle and you have to guess what angle it is.
Jesus Christ.
So, do you remember when we used to gather around the screen and be like, oh, 265. Oh, it's
my
intense.
God. Okay, I'm looking at Angledull. I reckon that this is about
something like that.
It is. It's Angle.wtf. So that would be 90. That would be 45. So I reckon this is about 52. It's more than 50. Oh no, hang on, sorry, I've fucked up.
You got caught out by where the blue is.
Is the blue the one we want?
The blue is the angle you're looking for.
Oh shit. Okay, all right. So let's go with 3.
I'm going 320.
I'm boiling with 308. So I was accurate. So I'm going to go with 309 or 310. It's 312. God damn it. That was pretty good. I played one yesterday. I played Dogdall.
Dogdall?
Yeah, Dogdall. You like Dogdall. Or Dogsdall.
Dogsdall.
Oh, actually, it's not Dogsdall. Is it? No, it's not. It might be Doggle. Doggle? Yeah, Doggle. There you go. Doggle.app. It has, you pick either the single breed or the mixed breed. So the mixed breed for me today, it looks like a sausage dog. It looks like a Dachshund and a Spaniel.
Oh my gosh, I just got it in one guess.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
It looks like a Dachshund and a Cocker Spaniel to me. Yes!
I got a Weimaraner. Guessed Weimaraner.
For the single breed Weimaraner?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got the mixed breed one is a lot easier for me for some reason. But yeah.
They look like, wait, did you say what it was?
I did, yeah. But if you don't remember, then you can guess.
Oh, wait, no, you said Spaniel, didn't you? I was going to say Saluki because the ears.
Oh yeah, the ears do look a bit Saluki.
Yeah. Oh,
cute. But yeah, I like Doggle. That one's a fun one.
Nice. Well, Kirsty, thank you for a very lovely chat.
Thank you, Bridie, for a lovely chat.
And thank you everyone for listening.
Yes.
And until next time, everyone, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.